Hey, good morning, y'all. Welcome back to Figs Outside. So today it is nice and chilly. It is a whole whopping 36 degrees out, and we're going to be replacing the wiring harness for the rear doors on a 2007 Dodge. So basically, the windows stop working or the door locks stop working. But yeah, it's actually really cold. But anyway, so that's the problem. And you could buy aftermarket harnesses. You could buy OEM. You're going to pay up to $200. I bought this one. It's made in China. Has a lot of good reviews. Bought off Amazon. I'll be posting a link down below for that wiring harness. But let's take a look at the rear door, rear driver side. It's same for the passenger side. Exact same setup. Same harness too. But so this is going to be plugged into here. And this is going to be flush with the pillar of the cab. So you'll use a small flat-bladed screwdriver. And if you look right here on the edge, because this will be pushed in there, there are these little clips. And you'll push on the back side of it, right, pretty much flush with the cab. You'll push that in, and it'll pop out one side. If you need to, you can open the front door and get it from the other side. It'll allow you to pull this out. These are pretty tight connections. And then you have this little push tab right here, and you'll pull that apart. So this one, this door just doesn't work at all. Nothing, the locks or the window. So let me, then you're gonna push this boot up, and you'll see, I doubt I can even do it with one hand, you guys. Hold on. Hey, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, now we're back. So as you can see, there are some issues right here. You can see the other wires are broken up there. You can see where this one has been flexed, and it is ready to go as well. And actually, I can't pull them. I got the thing kinked out. But if you fold this up, these orange ones are also cracked way up in here. They look just like that tan wire that I showed you that is about ready to go. That brown right there in the middle. You can see that. So that is a problem with these. It's a very common problem on a lot of the third gen Dodges. I do believe they even use it up to 2010, I believe, is where they kind of figured it out. I think, but don't count on that being fully accurate. But like I said, I've done the one on my truck. This one's finally starting to go. I did the one on my dad's truck. I think I did his back in 08. His truck is actually in 07. And several of my buddies have also had to do the same thing. So it's not just like it's here and there. It's a lot of them. And also one of my coworkers, their Dodge did the same exact thing on both doors. So what you're going to need to do, you have Phillips, and right in there you have, I can't see it really well. Anyway, there is a bolt in there that holds the handle on. It's right there in front of my finger. And it is a Torx head or a 10 millimeter. So you're going to want to take the handle off, undo this, unscrew that little bugger, and then there's actually a lip under here, and you're going to want to lift and slide that up. And so that's what we're going to do. So you got to be really careful when you lift this, because right behind there you have your window switch. Same thing, you're just going to push on the top of that. It's going to release. I don't know if I can get in there with my hand. There we go. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. That is the back side of your panel. We're going to lay that right there. And so you have this moisture barrier right here. So here you can see here's part of the harness. This is really, really sticky stuff. Right here, it's actually really cold, so it's not going to be very pliable, which kind of sucks. But anyway, you're going to work this, or if you want, you can cut it, but I don't recommend that. You're going to want to work this off, and I'm trying to remember if you have to take the speaker off or not. I don't think you do. But anyway, so that harness is going to go through here. It's going to come through here, and it's going to split. One's going to go to your window piece. It comes down, goes over. But I'm going to get that removed, and then I'll be right back with you guys. This one's an aftermarket speaker, so it has a mounting ring. I took it off, and then you just kind of work your way down, peel it down. Now, part of the hardest part of this, from what I remember, is getting this undone. Here's the new wiring harness. Sorry, guys. And this is a common complaint you hear from a lot of people if it's not in a factory original Mopar one, is the wire colors do not match. But it's pretty self-explanatory. All the plugs are the same. This one, because that's an aftermarket speaker, I am going to have to cut that end off and go with these ends. So, but all the routing is identical. All the little push tabs for holding it are in the same spot. You can see the 4 wires go up through here. The 2 bigger wires go down to the motor and they plug in down here. So you can see it's all pretty self-explanatory. You can, oh, sorry guys. Man, there we go. You're gonna want to pull this. It's got these tabs here. You'll pull that out. That little tab inside there. You're gonna want to get your flat blade screwdriver, push down on that tab, and this will slide off. So this one, like I said, is kind of a pain in the rear. So the easiest way to do it, I went ahead and already did it. It'll give you a little bit of wiggle room, just enough, is to go ahead and remove these 3 bolts right here, which are 30 T30s, and they're Torx heads, which are these guys right here. So they are T30s, and that'll just give you just enough room. And so what that does is it releases the inside of that. So here you can see, you can get in there and you can move that. It'll slide to the side, and that'll allow you to get your hands in here. The easiest way to do it is to go underneath the actuator rod right here. Go underneath, and it's got 1 tab on the side, which is just like this one. So it goes in just like that. It snaps in. To the back side of that, you're going to want to reach underneath, grab the bottom side of it is the easiest way. Push that tab, which will lift that. You can see it. It's got little teeth on there. You're going to want to push that, lift it, and just sit there and boom, it'll pop right off. So, and that took me, including taking those bolts out, like maybe 3-4 minutes. So then next I'm just going to pop these tabs out, and then yeah, I'm probably just gonna, this wiring harness is junk. Like I said, they're snapped all the way back up in here. All right, so I got all that removed. So I just wanted to give you guys this little tip on this. So the easiest way to do this is to take a larger flat-bladed screwdriver and just work this edge, and you'll see it pop in. You guys see that? Oh, there it goes. So that way you can fish that through there. So it's going back in there. So you're gonna want to work that end through. Plenty of room. I'm doing it with one hand. You can see there. And then you're gonna make sure that goes back that way. And then there's that little piece right there. This part might be kind of hard to do with one hand. So you're gonna want to fish that through. And then I'm not gonna cut this right yet because I want to plug all this stuff in, make sure it works before I cut that for the speaker. So, yeah, there's all these little push tabs. They go back in the same exact spot. The easy way to do it, if you want to be sure you're getting them back in the same exact spot, is take a picture where all the little push tabs come through, which are these, or trim tabs. They kind of lock in there, those little plasticky fingers. So I'm gonna get that done, and then yeah, I'll be right back with you. All right, y'all. So, hey, the window works, lock works. Come in here, and oh, another thing really quick is when you route this, before when you plug it in, before you operate the window, you want to be sure you get those back in there. That way this piece isn't stuck, or you don't get a little piece inside by the window track. Be sure you get the child-proof lock thing back in there. When you put it back, hey, it works. All right, so now it's just reverse step. I'm going to cut this, put the new one on, or the old one on so it fits the speaker, because I don't have any of those connections. And then I'm just going to go through and I'm going to plug these back in where they need to go. And I'm going to unplug this, actually. But I'll do that here in a second. Man, I can't get it with one hand. But then you're just going to put everything back in reverse order. So put this back on, put the speaker housing back on, or the speaker if it's a factory one. And then that's plugged in. Then you're just going to want to push that back in there. There it is. So got that piece in there. Start to fold the door. You see it starts to fold up how it should. Everything's back together. All that works. Well, guys, so that's how it goes. It's pretty simple, not too bad. Took me maybe all of half hour-ish, 35 minutes to replace that. I mean, you can see the broken wires. Not good. So, yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching this video. If this video helps you out, you like it, whatever, leave a comment, subscribe, like if you haven't already. And like I said, I'll be posting a link down below where you can find this. Because on the box, I can't even pronounce it, but it has a lot of good reviews. Yeah, till next time. All right, catch y'all later. Bye-bye.